All right.
There you go.
Second part. Yeah. Like we said, we're amazed about all the reactions that we got from the last videos, the last talks that we had. For me, I had this amazing day today. I'm always riding my e-bike to work and back, and it's just so much fun. I'm getting this boost of energy and joy, and it's just so much fun. It's like my little luxury per day.
I'm driving 45
with
minutes.
You, yeah, I was driving the
45
car,
minutes back
so
and
that
forth.
was, yeah. But you try to get your little joy moments in the day.
Yeah.
Today I was getting this intuition to talk about the relationship
To yourself.
towards yourself. We're always talking about relationships, and we always mean relationship to other people. Hey.
Hey, Dimi.
What about the relationship to us, to myself, and your relationship to you,
myself.
right? Like, how
It's different the
are
relationship
we?
you have to your partner or your mother and father or sister, brother, whatever, or friend. And it's different to the relationship you have with yourself, like when you look inside yourself. So yeah,
I was always thinking, like if I had a partner who was me, like imagining, like my inner voice, which is many times very
predominant. Predominant.
very doubting towards myself, and very
But it's predominant.
judgmental
Yeah.
towards myself, and very negative towards myself. And if this inner voice was my partner, would I want to be with this partner? Would I want to have a lifelong relationship with this being that is inside of me, judging all the time, being negative about like myself all the time? And I was like, actually no, I would, if that was a partner, I would run away. I would try to get as far away as I can, but I can't get away. We can't get away from this inner self of us. We have to deal with this. It's kind of like a marriage, which you can't divorce. So
Until you wake up, then you can divorce it.
Yeah, or you can change it to
Yeah.
the better, right? What do you guys think about that? Like, how are you actually with yourself? How do you value yourself? How do you honor yourself? How good are you to yourself? Like, what is your talk inside of you? What is your narrative inside of you? It has so much potential to look inside and become aware. What is the story inside? What is actually a narrative inside that's happening? And if you become aware that it is there is something that doesn't feel good, if there is something that is not resonating with your positive vibration, with your positive desire, then
It's probably going to be negative.
yeah, you have to change it. We have to change it. We have to start to change something about it. And the first step is really to become aware of that negative self-talk, of this monkey mind that is constantly telling you,
You're not
my
good enough,
skin
you're
is
not this,
saggy,
you're not
or
that.
my breasts are hanging, or my stomach is hanging, or whatever it is, yeah? it's very destructive.
Oh, I don't deserve. A lot of times it's like I don't deserve this or that.
Yeah.
You know? So,
And so, where does that actually lead to? You know, to this destructive self-talk. Where does this lead to? Does it lead to
positive things.
me accumulating positivity around me? I don't think so. You know, it's not. Yeah. So, in the end, the first step is really to have a good relationship with yourself. Because if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, how could you ever have a good relationship with your partner? There's no way that you can, or with anybody around you, there's no way that you can have a good relationship with someone outside of you if you don't value yourself
inside
of yourself.
And it always leads to bad endings most of the time, or not unsettling feelings, you know, because it's like you've got this negative in your ear all the time, negative, you know. Sometimes it might come up with a positive thing, but a lot of times it'll be like, I'm not good enough for this, or I'm not good enough for that, or I don't deserve this, or I don't deserve that. And so what we're trying to actually say in this talk is what are some things you can start to do to change that, to start having this voice inside your head saying, yes, I deserve this. Yes, I'm good enough for that. So that's...
So what are the things that you can do to change it, right?
It's like, like what are the steps you can take towards a positive monkey in your ear?
So it's like really becoming aware of, you know, the negative self-talk, of the negative down talk, and catching it in that moment. And
don't get upset about it. Be happy that you caught it. That's like, wow, I took a
don't
step.
judge yourself about it, because this is, again, the little tricky ego that tries to get you back into judgment.
You
know? And, you know, like the most, again, you know, it's always coming back to the same topic. The most important part is to become grateful for yourself. There's, you know, like, yes, you can practice to be grateful for things that are around you, you know, air that you can breathe, your partner who makes you laugh and who loves you, and your family who's awesome and supporting you, and the sun on your skin, and the car in your garage, which is like making your life so much easier. Yeah, these are all things that, you know, like everything we can practice gratefulness with. Yeah, but gratefulness for yourself, for how you are, and also for, you know, gratefulness for the for revealing to yourself the negative self-talk.
You know, honest.
Revealing, being honest, and being vulnerable about it, being honest and open about it. You know, telling, like, not going like, oh no, it's not, you know, like, I'm actually not talking bad to myself. This is not true. You know, just be honest, open, and vulnerable about it. Because this is the part where we become
the first step
human.
Of self-healing.
Yeah,
also.
Human. And, you know, it lets us grow. As soon as we can admit to our
whatever
flaws,
it might be,
you know, and our things that we don't like about ourselves. This is hard. It's a hard step. It's like, you know, this is the hardest thing, admitting to the things that we don't like about ourselves. Right?
I also think it's a hard step because the first initial step is done with the ego, and the ego doesn't want to hear that shit. It just doesn't want to hear that. Do you know what I mean? So when you really look at it at a deeper level, it's probably the easiest step you're ever going to take in your life to change your life. But the initial thing to be like honest, the honesty with yourself, it's going to seem like the hardest thing you ever have to do. But it's actually the easiest thing. Because you're just going to, and also you can do this by saying it in the mirror. So it's like you're talking to yourself. You can also do it like that, because I think it's it's very positive, and you can look at yourself and like you might have something that you've done or it's going on and you're upset about it, and say it to yourself in the mirror. It also feels very relaxing, and it also makes you be truthful with you. It doesn't have to be other people around. It's only a one-on-one basis thing, you know. So,
Yeah. So it's about being totally open and
truthful.
understanding yourself on all these different levels that are
Going on.
that are holding you back, and that the negative self-talk is absolutely holding us back. You know, it's absolutely blocking us from being our highest possible self, you know, because we have all these probabilities inside of us, you know, because we are made of atoms. You know, the quantum physics shows that we are a whole energy field of all probabilities that exist. Yeah, so it's not, you know, it's not just this here what there is and that's it. Everything is open to all probabilities that exist. So we could tomorrow wake up and, you know, have a complete change, makeover, complete change of ourselves. But it starts with the first step of being completely open and understanding about what is really going on inside of you. And
then even start to look at where it's coming from. Just be open, and also stand in front of a mirror with a piece of paper and pen and just write down what you're feeling, write down what you think is causing a problem, write down the things that piss you off, write all these things down, because only by writing them down it goes into another structure in the brain, and when you've written something down it's like holding it more, and you can actually start after to dissect it and see where it came from, or how it's come to be inside of you. So if you write things down, I think it really helps. You know?
Yeah. Writing the things down that you don't like, but then also
cutting it up and burning it also.
Burning it. Mm-hmm. And most important is, you know, write down what you actually like on the opposite side.
Yes.
You know, because this is the part that is important.
And this is what you're going to work on.
Of course, you know, you can only find out what you want and what you like if you know what you don't like, you know. Yeah. So find out what is going on inside of you, what is the negative self-talk, what is blocking you, and then take that out of your life, burn it, you know, throw it away. But, you know, write down what is actually, what is your desired outcome.
Wonderful.
You know?
There's definitely wonderful things about every single human being on this planet. Definitely. Even if you're a very harsh critic, there is going to be some things that you're really wonderful about. You know, you do things in a unique way to everybody else. You know, and yeah, I mean.
So it's like.
Don't be harsh because it's hard for the ego to hear these things, but just be straight, be truthful, be honest with yourself. What's bothering you, what's not bothering you, and what you love about you. You know.
And every day, you know, like remind yourself to find gratitude and send gratitude into your heart center. You know, like because this is, if you sit down every day, cross your hands over your heart and tell yourself that you are doing good things to yourself, you take good care of yourself, you nourish yourself well, you are your best friend every day, standing by your side, loyal and true towards yourself, and then feel the resonance of your heart center towards this gratitude that you send to yourself. And you will feel your heart jumping with joy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And every day we punish ourselves. Because there's like, oh, this is not good about me, or that's not good about me. You're wonderful. You're a human being. You're wonderful. That little smile you might do, someone changes their life, you know. So try not to be too harsh on yourself. Really, really, really just look at yourself through the eyes of love. Look through the eyes of love, because you're trying to become better.
Find love inside of yourself. And what I wanted to say is, we have to become aware that there is the female and the male energy part inside of us. And they are both, they exist both inside of us. They are not just a myth, right? So this is also a hard part for us sometimes to, for me, it was a very long journey to understand and love my male part, because I was so focused on being female, and there was so much shame about a male energy inside of me. It was weird. These things are not, you cannot really explain them with logic, but we have sometimes like a feeling of shame for things that are not logic.
They're not shameful.
And getting to understand that these two, this female and this male part, they are partners together inside of me. And you can make them fall in love with one another. And that's the ultimate universal love that you can create inside of yourself.
I also, I'm classed by a lot of people as very male. I've got this huge feminine inside of me, and it makes me understand more, be compassionate, worry that little bit more about people, and I was really ashamed of it too, because I thought, God, why am I feeling like this, like a chick, And when I started getting deeper into spirituality, it was like, oh my God, this door's already been opened for me. I don't have to fight to open this door. It's there. It's totally there. And then it was all about being honest about the feelings and emotions and stuff like this, So it's a really wonderful thing when you've realised you've got the male and female inside of yourself, masculine and feminine.
Yeah, so
it's like the yin and yang, day, night. Everything's got like an opposite, apart from love. Love doesn't have an opposite. Love's just love. But it's like, so sometimes you got to stand up. You're a girl, and sometimes you got to stand up and be male about some things, and that's okay.
So
someone hit your dog or whatever excuse. You got to be male at that moment, And then as a guy, some old woman's carrying her groceries, and you go and help her. That's being male as well, right? But then to be able to have a conversation with her and understand where she's coming from and what's going on, that's your feminine side opening up to this little old lady. So it's really, beautiful.
Ponder on that and try to find, this love inside of yourself. Let, these energies fall in love with each other inside of you. You will feel an amazing boost of joy and happiness with that.
Definitely.
That was it for today, for tonight. It's beautiful warm here outside.
Yeah, nice breeze.
It's going to be, I think, 39 degrees tomorrow.
I think that's Thursday.
Celsius.
I think it's Thursday.
So, it's amazing right now. I love these warm nights.
Yeah.
These warm summer nights. We're sending a lot of love to you guys, a lot of beautiful happiness, joyful feelings in your heart center. We're sending it out right now to you, and we love you so much, and we're so happy for your support. Send us you know, whatever you want to send us, comments, questions, likes.
Anything you'd like to talk about?
Anything.
Also.
Yeah.
Hi, Dimi. Dimitri, my cousin. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a great
Good
day
night.
or night or
Yeah.
whatever.